Obviously, we all know about the big hit that you hit on Trindon Holliday. Nobody can ever forget that. Who is the hardest hitting punter in the league?
Oh man, put me in an awkward spot. I think there's a couple of us that really like to make tackles and make plays. Matt Bosher from Atlanta is a stud. Thomas Morstead can mix it up if he has to. Steve Weatherford's very athletic. So I don't think there's one particular hardest hitting punter, but I think there's a lot of us who are kind of trying to change the image that punters and kickers get. And anytime you can make a play, your locker room really appreciates it. So I think that's a big deal.
Now, do you guys like work on drills for this? Do you go to a punter camp and actually work on hits? Like, how does this work?
I'm sure you're envisioning like 10 punters standing around tackling each other, but that's not how it works. Anytime we get around each other, we like to work on our punting technique more so than anything. Me, I got a chance to work with the linebackers and stuff in college and in the NFL, so I got a lot of guys who are much tougher than me teaching me what to do, and I just kind of close my eyes and run for it, and that's what it's all about.
Was that the hardest hit of your career?
I don't know. Julian Edelman scored a touchdown on us last year, and then he almost ran another one back, and I kind of fireman carried it. He like jumped up, so that one looked cooler, but not as many people were watching. Trindon Holliday's hit was just complete luck, and I'm still feeling the effects of that today on my whole body. I'm a flower. I can't be taking that thing to hit.
Now, were you seriously drug tested after
Oh yeah, yeah. They like randomly steroid tested the next morning.
Was that the first time all season it happened?
Yeah, that was my first steroid test of the year, and the ref actually, right after it happened, like ran over to me and was making sure if I was alright too. So I don't see him do that when anybody else makes the tackle. The ref was befuddled, and obviously a random steroid test happened, which is great. It's a lot of fun, and thankfully, obviously passed it with flying colors. But I think it was a compliment to think that I had to be cheating for that to happen.
Now, if you're the hardest hitting punter on the Colts, obviously, who's the hardest hitting guy on the entire defense?
I don't know. We got LaRon Landry's an absolute monster. I think if you see him, but we got a team full of hitters. I think that's just the way it is. Robert Mathis is an absolute stud. We got a lot of good guys, very high athletic guys, and it's just fun to watch. Our defense flies around, and it's a whole new brand of football in Indianapolis, and it's really fun to watch.
All right, last question for you. What did Andrew Luck say to you when you tweeted that picture of him?
Oh man, I felt so bad. He was the first person. I called him like 500 times. I didn't. He had his flip phone? Yeah, he had his flip phone turned off during games, so I wanted to call him and make sure he knew like it was coming first. And as soon as I told him, he said, "Can you see my ass?" I said, "No." He said, "Can you see my front?" I said, "No." He said, "I don't care." So he's a super cool guy. Andrew's like the most chill guy ever, and I don't know how many other quarterbacks would have taken it the way he is, but Andrew's so cool and so talented. I'm very appreciative of it.
Awesome.